Good afternoon to you, wherever you may be in this glorious county. Humboldt Crabs baseball is on the air. Hi, I'm Hoke Holcomb, along with my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, coming to you from the Don Turbush announcer's booth high atop the Arcata ballpark. We're located just a block from the historic plaza downtown Arcata, and today the series finale between the Humboldt Crabs and the Legends. The Legends come into today's game, I should say, looking for a victory. Menlo Park has suffered two pretty sound thumpings in the first two games of this series, and the Crabs, of course, looking for a sweep and to keep alive their win streak, which has risen to 10 consecutive victories. Their team now with a record of 22-10, and they've been doing it with pitching as well, certainly, but primarily with the bats. They have been scoring in double digits. They've been averaging over 10 runs a game in the last dozen ball games, and they are certainly a home run hitting team. We saw long ball again last night, and it's been a home run barrage for Tyson Fisher's 9. The Crabs today are in their camouflage uniforms. The Menlo Park Legends in their gray uniforms with green tops and gold numbers on the back. On the mound today for the Crabs will be Ryan Sullivan. Sullivan comes into the ball game with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss and an earned run average of 4.28. He will be opposed by Elijah Saunders. Saunders has only pitched 3 innings this entire season and does not have a record. So he may be a recent addition to this Legends team, or he may be someone that's been there and just hasn't had any work up till this point. One of the problems that the Crabs have, it seems to me, in terms of scheduling is that you bring in a team like the Legends that has a pretty good record, but you don't see any of their top pitchers. So because it's not a league contest for them, they're going to use, and it's understandable from their standpoint, they're going to use their less used pitchers in this situation, since the games don't, in quotes, count, because they're not league contests. Let me give you the lineup for the visiting Legends from Menlo Park. Leading off, the shortstop R.J. Williams, hitting second at second base Justin Jacobs. Batting third in right field, Tyler Nellen. Hitting cleanup, the third baseman, Nick Brooks. Batting fifth in center field, Clayton Casey. Hitting sixth at first base, Dempsey Grove. Batting seventh, Sean Watkins will be the designated hitter. Hitting eighth and doing the catching, Miguel Pimental. Batting ninth in left field, Scott Oda. And doing the pitching, as mentioned, Elijah Saunders. And now the lineup for the Humboldt Crabs. And here to give you that information, the professor himself, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thanks, Hope. Good afternoon, folks. David Hamilton lead it off at shortstop for the Crabs, and Brian Pozos will bat second and be at second base. James Outman in left field bats third, and Newt Johnson will be the cleanup hitter at first base. Nick Warren, the catcher, bats fifth. Jacob Thurber, the DH, bats sixth. Logan Bush will be in right field and bats seventh. Ryan Reynolds at third base bats eighth, and Austin White in center field bats ninth. On the mound, the aforementioned Ryan Sullivan, and I take it you gave him Sullivan stats already?
I did.
Good job.
I did do that.
Sun's coming out. It's turning into a beautiful afternoon for baseball.
Right now it's still overhead, but it's very pleasant.
It's coming out, though. It's turning off.
Sun is coming. I see a little blue in the background, and some of the clouds are parting, so looks like another fine afternoon for baseball. The teams are lining up along the first and third base lines. And we have Rachel Post, who is going to be starring in a local production called the Country Opera coming up soon. So we'll take it down, see if we can hear Rachel. like that. Like that national anthem.
That was fabulous. That was very nice.
So the country opera.
Definitely going to go see
starring
that.
in this post. And got a very nice voice. Crabs in their camouflage uniforms, but I think we can make out who's who. So let me give you the Crabs defensively before we get started. Well, actually, we're having a few first pitches now. Used to be every once in a while we'd have someone throw out a first pitch, and then became a daily thing, and now we have sometimes 2 or 3 first pitches. I guess a first and a second pitch would be the fair way to say it. Ryan Sullivan, as we mentioned, will be on the mound. He'll be tossing to Nick Warren behind the plate. The infield of Newt Johnson at first base. It will be Pozos at second base for the Crabs. Hamilton will be the short. Brian Pozos, and I should give first names while we're doing that. Brian Pozos at second. David Hamilton, the shortstop. Ryan Reynolds getting the start this afternoon at third base. In the outfield, it'll be James Outman in left, Austin White in center, and Logan Bush will be patrolling right field.
Is it Elijah Saunders?
Yes. Sullivan taking his warm-up pitches. The umpires for this afternoon's ball game, Michael Cowan will be calling balls and strikes. Justin Islas at first base, and John Swanson will be at third. We saw Don Hofacker in the lineup with umpires last night, but he's not there this afternoon. If he's at the ballpark, maybe he'll come up and join us. Sullivan, right-hander. As we mentioned, Sunday has pretty much been Ryan's day. Benjamin giving a nice hand to the young lady, Miss Post, who sang the national anthem. So the Crabs have reeled off 10 consecutive victories. And thus far, this series has been a little less competitive than we'd hoped for. And again, I think one of the reasons is that they don't use their frontline starters, because we're not a league. It's not a league contest for them. We're not in a league, and so our weekend starters.
Yeah, that may be right. Yeah, but it wasn't just the starting pitching that hurt them. I mean, they haven't played well on the bases, and they haven't hit that well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not playing their legends, is your point.
They're not legendary.
They're not playing the true
point.
legends that they have on the team. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure the position players are all that different.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah. R.J. Williams to lead it off, right-hander versus right-hander. The first pitch of the afternoon is swung on and missed. Fastball 0-1 to Williams. He'll be followed by Justin Jacobs and Tyler Nellen. Ryan Sullivan reads Warren, and the pitch, a fastball inside corner at the belt. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3 called. Oh, my. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 1 down. So Williams caught looking, and that'll bring up Justin Jacobs, the second baseman. Jacobs, a left-handed hitter, had a couple of base knocks in last night's ball game, and the first pitch to him is a strike. So Sullivan coming out throwing strikes. And the 0-1 pitch. That one just misses outside. A ball and a strike. Jacobs was 2 for 4 in last night's contest. He scored a run. One of the 2 that they plated. That one's over but low. 2 balls and a strike now to Jacobs. Hey, keep it down a bit. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2. Sullivan, a quick worker, comes to the plate, and it just misses outside. So the count goes full now to Jacobs. Flag hanging limply in center field. That pitch is low, ball 4. So Jacobs draws a free pass as the first base runner of the afternoon, and that'll bring up Tyler Nellen. Nellen did not play in last night's contest. He was in the first game of the season, of the series, excuse me. Right-handed hitter. The pitch to him. Fouled back onto the screen, strike one. Folks still coming into the ballpark. A lot of time to catch a lot of good baseball today. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Sullivan ahead. No balls and 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter in the Legends lineup. At the belt. Sullivan's pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him a second strikeout of the afternoon quickly, and it'll be Nick Brooks, the cleanup hitter. Brooks 1 for 4, and he scored a run in last night's ball game. They had a total of 2. Crabs had 10 again. Right-handed hitting Brooks stands in. The pitch. Right over the heart of the plate for a called strike one. Newt Johnson holding Jacobs on at first base. At the set. The pitch. Down low. 2-1 the count. Check that. 1 ball and 1 strike. At the set. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 1-2. Well, it was a disheartening driving home last night after listening to Kevin Wyert's post-game show. I turned on the Giants game only to hear Casilla couldn't get an out in the bottom of the 10th, and the Giants blew one that hurt after a Posey home run in the top of the inning. All right, here's the 1-2 pitch here. Line drive into left center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit, and it's going to go to the wall. Rounding second and heading for third is Justin Jacobs. He's being waved to the plate on a long, booming double by Nick Brooks, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Legends. Brooks smoked one to the deepest part of the ballpark, left center field, and by the time the ball got back into the infield, it was no contest. Easily scoring was Jacobs, and it's 1-0 now in favor of the Legends.
That was whacked.
Yeah, that was hit pretty good.
So not only did he balk in the winning run last night, but he let Norris steal second. Derek Norris steal second, and that killed him because they could have got a double play on the next batter. Unbelievable.
It was a painful
I nearly
defeat.
drove off the highway.
Oh. I had an email waiting for me when I got home from a friend up in Seattle. Just said Casilla, well, wasn't complimentary.
Yeah.
First pitch is a strike to Clayton Casey. 0-1.
Well, it's clear what the Giants' needs are.
Yeah. Sullivan at the belt. A look back at second base. The pitch to Casey. Over but low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, those bases on balls come back to haunt you already here in the first inning. A 1-out walk. And he has scored the first run of the game on the booming double by Brooks. Swing and a miss on a fastball. So Sullivan ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. 1 pitch away from striking out to side, but in between, Legends pick up a run. At the belt, the 1-2. Fastball down low, 2-2. Sullivan throwing a lot of heat. He did strike out Williams on a wicked off-speed pitch. 2-2 the count here. Another fastball. That's laced into center field for a base hit. Rounding third is Brooks. He's being waved to the plate. And White unable to come up with the ball cleanly. I don't think it would have mattered.
Nah.
He would have scored anyhow. No air on the play.
The ball was not hit that hard. It was just right over second base onto the grass.
So credit Casey with an RBI, and quickly the Legends break out on top, 2-0. And here is Dempsey Grove, right-handed hitting first baseman. Casey at first now with 2 gone, and a pair already plated here in the top of the first inning. Sullivan comes to the plate. Line drive into shallow right field. The shortstop unable to get it. Rounding second and heading to third is Casey on a little Texas leaguer. A good effort by Hamilton, but he couldn't get there. A little nubber.
2 in a row now. We're not hit that hard, just over second base. Fastball's in on the hands in both cases. And just able to get him out over the infield.
So the Legends now with runners at first and third, 2 gone. All this has happened after 2 were outs, you recall. Now here's Sean Watkins. Watkins serving as the designated hitter.
Was the DH in last night's game and went 1 for 3 with an RBI.
Right-hander versus right-hander. Sullivan gets his sign from Nick Warren. And comes to the plate. Swing and a miss on a fastball, strike 1. One ball and no strikes to Sean Watkins. Clayton Casey on third. Dempsey Grove at first with 2 down and 2 in. The next pitch, fastball inside. Count is even at 1. At the set. The 1-1 pitch. Over but low, 2 balls and a strike. Watkins, the 7th batter to come up for the Legends here in the top of the first inning. Sullivan at the belt, and the pitch. Fouled straight back, and the count even at 2. He had a rip at that one.
Only 1 ball's been hit hard, and that was the double by Brooks.
Yeah, a couple of little soft liners that just found a hole.
But as
Shallow
you said,
center
that's why
field.
walks will kill you, because, nobody's on base. Those don't matter so much.
Yeah. The 2-2. Ground ball down to the second baseman. Pozo's got it. He'll go to first for the 3rd out of the inning. However, the Legends come up with 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. And at the end of half an inning, it's the Legends 2 and the Crabs coming to bat. And you listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcata, Eureka.
Okay, you get to announce now, so I can eat.
Okay.
Did I get a drink too?
I got you 2 drinks. Just to keep you to shut up.
We don't need any more subtle hints for chili dog.
It's just like Randall. I just keep the food bowl full all the time. I don't have to hear it.
Nothing to complain about.
Wah, wah, wah.
Unless it just learns to eat all that food that you keep giving it and still complain.
Well, he likes a fresh bowl is the other problem, too. So if it's been in there for a little while, he won't eat it. He insists that I go and get more. Wah,
See, I had a dog.
wah.
I had a golden retriever way back when who. Go.
Welcome back to the ballpark. The bottom of the first inning, Crabs already down 2-0. It'll be Hamilton, Pozos, and Outman against Elijah Saunders, right-hander for the Legends. Set the Legends defensively for you. It's Saunders on the mound, and Miguel Saunders is the catcher. Dempsey Grove at first, Justin Jacobs at second, Nick Brooks at third, and R.J. Williams at shortstop. Scott Ota In left field, Clayton Casey in center, and Tyler Nealon in right.
National and federal parks and public land, and they provide opportunities to get outside and play.
I have Pimentel as the catcher.
The Crest Station is teaming up to bring you a Redwood Adventure Quest here in the Crabs game.
It's actually Pimentel. It's actually
Your booth to get your quest on. The first 125 children to complete the
who played on Friday night, who is the catcher.
question get a special prize.
At any rate, Hamilton will be leading it off for the Crabs. Looking for win number 11 in a row. The broom is out. I have a special broom I put out on the deck. Only has one purpose, and that's to urge the Crabs for the sweep. Here's Hamilton to lead it off. Last night's game, he was 2 for 4 with a couple of runs scored, so he comes in batting .299. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Saunders. Here's the pitch. Ground ball in the hole on the right side. Second baseman dives, and he can't get it. It's going to go through for a base hit. Hamilton aboard yet again. His on-base average coming in was .422. Brian Pozos will be the hitter. Hozos 1 for 4 in last night's game. Batting .262. Williams short lead, toss over there. Hamilton is 10 out of 11 in stolen bases. That leads the club. Definitely a threat to go. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. Owen won the count. Another throw to first. From the set, the 0-1 is grounded pit to third. Should be 2. Over to second for 1. Back to first. 5-4-3 tailor-made double play. Pozos hit the ball very hard on the ground. 1 hop. Brooks fielding it cleanly. 2 away. Here's Outman. 1 for 4 last night. Still leads the club with a .407 batting average. Even .500 on base percentage. Those both lead the club. And the first pitch is a fastball down low. Has been slumping lately. One-0 pitch. Ground ball over to first. Groves has it. Toss to pitcher covering. 3 away. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left at the end of 1 inning of play. It's 2-0 in favor of the Legends. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back. Top of the second inning, it'll be the catcher, Pimentel, Ota, and then Williams, bottom for the Legends. They're leading 2-0, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Legends. Crabs have a hit. Nice crowd on hand today. The sun's not quite out, but it's trying. It's going to turn out to be a lovely afternoon, I'm sure. Here's Pimentel. Didn't play in last night's game, but he did play in Friday night's game. And he hits one out of play. The 0-1 line in the center field for a base hit. So Pimentel aboard. Here's Ota, the left fielder. He was in center field last night, went 1 for 3. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Sullivan, who sets and comes home. There's a ground ball off the mound out to short. Easy play for Hamilton. That was nice. And it's a 6-4-3 double play. The ball hit the side of the mound and leapt right into Hamilton's glove. Two outs. Here's Williams. Caught looking in his first at bat on 3 pitches. Sullivan's first pitch is a bounced up there. And the next pitch is a fastball down low, 2-0. The other pitcher who's famous for having balked in a winning run is Charlie Brown. They posted a strip today on the Mercury News. Charlie Brown balked in the winning run in the championship, and they lost, of course. 2-0 the count to Williams. Here's the pitch. Ground ball wide of third. So Santiago Casillas in good company. 2-1 pitch. Lined in the right center field. That's going to drop for a hit. So Williams aboard. Here's Jacobs. He walked and scored a run in the first inning.
Next number 42, second baseman Justin Jacobs.
And the pitch fouled up against the screen. Runner goes. The 0-1 is outside. A throw down. The second is not in time. Williams got a good jump. So to count 1-1, he's in scoring position. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. In the air to left field, that's trouble. That is going to drop right along the line, and that's going to score yet another run. Outman over to get it, throw into second, and it's not going to be in time. So that's a bloop double, essentially, for Jacobs. He didn't hit it that hard, medium left field, and it just hit about maybe a foot fair. But it's enough to bring in the run. 3-0 in favor of the Legends. Here's Nealon.
All their runs, Benjamin, coming after 2 are out.
That's right. And on balls not hit all that hard.
Yeah. Well, the one was the double.
The double.
First run
Yeah.
was knocked in. But
So here's Nealon. Struck out in his first at bat. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Slider down low. Oh, and to the count. Looks out at second and deals. Fastball misses high. Nellen was inclined but held up. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Two and 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the hands and out of play. Jacobs takes his lead out at second. Sullivan sets and comes home. Swing and a miss got him. Inning over, but they get a run on 3 hits. There were no errors and a runner left, and at the end of an inning and a half, it's 3-0 in favor of the Legends. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Cal State and Federal Employees Credit Union, member NCUA, a California State and Federal Employees Credit Union. They're all local, all Humboldt all the time with banking for both sides of your brain. The right side loves their low rates when you borrow and high rates when you save, while the left side will love their uncommonly personal know-your-name service and their indelible commitment to the community. That's Humboldt's own CSFECU. Join them today. You know that right brain, left brain stuff's not really true, it turns out.
Oh, really? It's just
I don't think
a
so.
lot of hooey.
No. Yeah. Just so, I mean, not, it's not a criticism of the employee credit union at all.
I understand what
but
you're saying. Yeah.
Now batting for your Humboldt Crabs, number 17, playing first base, South Dakota State.
All right, Crabs
Johnson.
on the short end of a 3-0 count as we head to the bottom of the second inning. The middle third of the order, Newt Johnson to lead it off. Will be followed by Nick Warren and Jacob Thurber.
1 for 2 last night with an RBI and a run scored. And
Takes a slow curveball for a called strike one.
and also, as I recall, a big home run.
Yes, sir.
Dead center field.
The 0-1 pitch to Johnson. Swing and a miss on a fastball. It just ticked it into the catcher's glove, and it's 0-2. Johnson, Warren, and Thurber can all put it out of the park. The 0-2 bounces at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, pretty much everybody. Let's see. As a team, they now have 30 home runs.
The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop on a couple of hops. Fielded there by Williams. Throw to first. In time, 1 down. I don't know if we set the...
I did.
Did you? The Legends? Okay, good. That'll bring up Nick Warren.
Comes in batting .318. An excellent .424 on base percentage and a .470 on slugging percentage.
Inside with a
Whoa,
breaking ball.
I thought that caught his
1-0.
uniform almost.
Almost. Right-hander versus right-hander. Saunders gets the sign from Pimentel and the pitch. Ground ball down to the third baseman. High hop. He's got it. The throw to first going to be close. Just
Nice
got
play.
Warren flying down the line. Good play by Brooks. Took a kind of a high hop, and he was really not set that well for the throw. But he got it over there in time.
And it took him a second to get the ball out of his glove. He
Yeah.
didn't. His first try wasn't successful.
2 down. That'll bring up Jacob Thurber, the designated hitter.
Batting .271, slugging .508, has 4 home runs.
Pitch just misses outside to him, 1-0. Well, he probably has more home runs per
at bat. He must lead. I'm sure he leads the team in home runs per at bat. Yes.
1-0 to the left-handed hitter. He takes that pitch down low. 2 balls and no strikes. Hamilton had a leadoff single in the top of the first for the Crabs, and they haven't had a base knock since then. Pozos grounded into a hard hit, 5-4-3 double play, third to second to first. That's in there, fastball, right down the pike. 2 balls and a strike to Thurber. Nobody on, 2 gone in the Crabs' second inning. The 2-1 pitch. Tries to check his swing. Does he go around? Yes, he does, says
Absolutely.
the third base umpire, John Swanson, and that's true.
Yeah, he went around.
2-2 the count. Well, Benjamin promised us some sun, but then again,
It's
this
coming.
is again the political season. You know
It's
what
coming.
promises are
It's going
worth.
to burn off, and you can see it beginning to burn off. I can
Right.
see patches of blue.
By the 8th inning, we should have fastball in tight. Full count, 3-2.
You're going to be begging for a fan any time now.
We got plenty of fans here. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Shortstop backhands
Oh.
it. Comes up, throws to first, not in time. Thurber beats it
Nice
out.
stop.
But an outstanding play by R.J. Williams at shortstop. My goodness gracious, he came fairly close to getting him. So an infield single for Thurber. With 2 down, it'll bring up Logan Bush.
Batting .294, .422 on base percentage. For a while there, he was batting under 200. He's really come on.
He has.
Did you find?
First pitch misses 1-0. Yeah, he's been fairly steady in the last several weeks. You're right. At the start of the season, he was slow off the blocks, but then picked it up. And what's he hitting now? 290.
Yeah, 294.
Yeah. 2 balls and no strikes to Logan Bush. Jacob Thurber takes his lead at first. 2-0 to Bush. Down low, 3 balls and no strikes. Three and 0 to Bush. Ryan Reynolds in the on-deck area, switch hitter. Will be hitting from the left side against the right-hander Saunders. The 3-0 automatic is right down the heart of the plate, 3-1. Thurber, a modest lead at first. Throw over there and Jacob back easily.
Thurber has not attempted a stolen base.
Edges off a little further, held on over there by Grove. Here's the pitch. Line drive just past Thurber. He had to duck out of the way of that one into right field. A solid single for Logan Bush. And now the Crabs bring the tying run to the plate with 2 outs in the form of Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds hitting .207.
Third baseman from the University of Texas, Ryan
Reynolds, along with Dave Hamilton, will be heading to the University of Texas to begin their collegiate careers.
I'm hoping he does something for that.
Ryan waves the lumber back and forth. He's ready. Saunders at the bell. The pitch to Reynolds. Swing and a miss.
That was a big
cut.
cut.
Comes up empty. 0-1.
He has 2 home runs.
No balls and a strike to Ryan Reynolds. Thurber at second. Bush at first. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Crabs on the short end of a 3-0 count. Saunders glance back at second. Comes to the plate. Reynolds swings and grounds it foul over by the dugout of the visiting Legends. So Saunders ahead now. No balls and 2 strikes. Trying to work out of a 2-out jam. Crabs trying to do what the Legends have done, and that is plate some runs with 2 going. Long look into Pimental. Now Saunders is ready. Kicks and deals. Inside with a fastball, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Ryan Reynolds. Austin White in the on-deck area, hoping to get an at-bat this inning. At the set, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's his first strikeout of the afternoon, and from the standpoint of the Legends, it comes at a good time as it strands 2 Crabs base runners. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. And at the end of 2, it's the Legends 3 and the Crabs nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. You know, I was thinking about that last.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Thanks to Mad River Brewing Company, a proud supporter of Humboldt Crabs baseball. Steelhead Extra Pale Ale is always on tap, so grab one at the ballpark during the game or join them at Sunny Blue Lake for a beer and fish and chips or a burger in the beer garden. They're open every day.
Middle third of the order, Benjamin, coming up here in the top of the 3rd inning. Nick Brooks, who doubled in the first run of the ball game to lead it off, right-handed hitter. First pitch is low, bounces at the plate, 1-0. They've hit Sullivan pretty hard. I mean, 3 runs on 6 hits in 2 innings.
They have, yeah.
Crabs had a
But most
double
of the
play
hits
that was
have not
helpful.
been hard hit balls. They've just made a lot of contact.
Yes. One of the hard hit balls was Nick Brooks' double. Takes that pitch over but low. 2-0 the count. Brooks will be followed by Clayton Casey and Dempsey Grove. The 3 of them all got base knocks in the first inning. That pitch is grounded, backhanded by the shortstop. Hamilton, long throw across
nice
the
play.
diamond. Nice play. Dave Hamilton is just,
He's very
Showed us
smooth
some-
out there at shortstop.
he has shown us some fine play this summer.
He's been a huge addition to the Crabs.
1 down, that'll bring up Clayton Casey. Casey singled in a run in his first at bat, right-handed hitter. With what Benjamin and I agree is the ultimate baseball name. In his case, the surname. Swings and fouls it at the plate. Strike 1.
Babe Casey would be like the
Babe Casey, the ultimate, huh?
the ultimate baseball name. It's like a butler named Jeeves.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. At the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. How about Babe the Duke Casey?
There you go. Say hey.
Yeah, say hey. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. High pop-up. Foul territory and out of play. Sullivan working ahead of Casey, a ball and 2 strikes. Ryan rocks into the windup and the pitch. That's hit a long way to left field. Outman going back. He looks up. It is out of here. A home run by Clayton Casey, and it's a 4-0 ball game.
Okay, that one was hit hard.
That was belted. So a solo shot by Casey, and the Legends extend their lead to 4-0. And that'll bring up a Dempsey Grove. Grove, right-handed hitting first baseman, singled in the first inning. And he hits that one down the right field line in foul territory. It's going to fall harmlessly to the turf out by the bullpen of the Legends. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 to Dempsey Grove. The next pitch is grounded to the shortstop. Again, backhanded by Hamilton. The throw across the diamond, 2 down. He makes it look easy. That'll bring up Sean Watkins. Watkins grounded out second to first to end the first. Watkins, right-handed hitter. Sullivan's pitch is low and away, 1-0. Sullivan's 1-0 offering. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Inside with the fastball, 2-1. The 2-1. Breaking ball again, a called strike 2. Nice pitch. Count is even to Watkins, and the 2-2. Low and outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three into the count to Sean Watkins. Sullivan rocks into the windup and the pitch, and that's fouled past the dugout of the Humboldt Crabs, so we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, woke up this morning to some more horrible news. 3 more police officers shot and killed in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Just horrific. 3-2 pitch, over but high, stayed up. So a 2-out walk to Watkins.
I was saying the other day, it seems like the flag is at half staff more often than it's.
Oh my goodness!
It fully seems like the half staff has become the default.
Yeah, just horrific. Here's Miguel Pimental. He led off the second inning with a single, but then was erased on a fine double play. Hamilton to Pozos to Johnson. Right-hander versus right-hander. Runner goes. The pitch is outside. The throw to second is high and into center field. Runner gets up and heads to third, and the throw to third base will not be in time. So a rare error on the part of Mike Warren, or on the part of Nick Warren. We have seen him make such fine throws to second base, but that one was errant, and it permitted Watkins to go to third. So credit Watkins with a stolen base, and then the error moves him to third. The count, a ball and no strikes to Miguel Pimental. Now working from the stretch, Sullivan pitches outside 2-0. With 2 gone and a runner on third, Sullivan choosing to work from the stretch position, and the 2-0 offering. Fouled at the plate off the foot of Pimental. Ouch. Walking it off a little. Two balls and a strike to Pimental. Sullivan comes to Warren 2-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Hamilton's got it. Throw to first, and that's the inning. All 3 assists that inning to Dave Hamilton. However, the Legends come up with another run, a solo shot. Nobody left, 1 left on base, and at the end of 2.5, it's the Legends 4 and the Crabs nothing. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
Please praise Lord and support those first responders that we rely upon daily for our safety and protection.
All right.
Thanks to Harper Motors. Proud to be one of America's oldest automobile dealerships, established in 1912. They're a true family business serving the North Coast for over 100 years. With every Crabs home run, Harper Ford will donate $50 to local little leagues. So go Crabs go. So
Fortunately, they only pay $50 for every Crabs home run, because today it's the visitors who have gone long ball twice. And we're already worried about all the home runs the Crabs have hit this season of driving Harper Motors into Chapter 11
That's
bankruptcy.
right.
Austin White to lead it off for the Crabs. Right-handed hitting center fielder, and then we go to the top of the order and David Hamilton.
White batting .236.
Elijah Sanders comes to the plate, and the first pitch is waved down and missed. High fastball. 0-1. Saunders has fanned 1. Has not walked a batter. Fastball misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The next pitch over the plate but low, 2-1. White and the next 2 batters are all speedsters. Can move pretty quickly down the line. The 2-1 to White. Checks his swing, and it's outside. 3 balls and a strike.
Give me that chair.
3-1 to White. Saunders pitch. Swings and fouls it back to the screen. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Saunders gets his sign from Pimental, and the full count pitch. Jammed with a fastball and fouls it off to the right. We'll do it again, 3-2. The Legends with a pair of runs in the first and solo tallies in the second and third to lead 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball on a couple of hops to the shortstop. Up with it is Williams. A throw to first just in time to get the speedy White. 1 down.
Batting next, number 34, shortstop David Hamilton.
Here's Hamilton. He led off the game for the Crabs with a single, but then Pozos hit a shot to the third baseman who turned it into a round-the-horn double play. Hamilton started today's ball game at 299, so that first inning base hit has moved him over the 300 mark, becoming the fifth Crab to bat more than 300, and Logan Bush is very close as well. The 1-0 pitch shows bunt, takes a fastball wide, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Hamilton hits it hard into right center field. The center fielder going over, back, reaches up and makes the catch on the warning track just to the right of the 368 sign in center field, right center field. So Hamilton gives it a ride, but it's hauled in by Casey for the second out, and that'll bring up Pozos. The first pitch to him, swings, tries to hold up his swing, but is unable to do so. Strike one to Brian Pozos. Saunders' next offering is fouled back to the out of play to the right. No balls and 2 strikes. So Saunders, who had only pitched 3 innings prior to today, you'd have to think would be a late addition to this club because he certainly looks like a weekend starter. The next pitch down low. A ball and 2 strikes to Pozos. Saunders gets the sign from Pimental. 1-2. Wide with a fastball, and the count is even. Two and 2 to Pozos. The pitch. Misses low and away. Saunders has gone to several 3-ball counts. In this case, another full count. But thus far, he has avoided walking anyone. The 3-2 pitch. High foul fly down the first baseline, well out of play. We'll do it again, 3 and 2. Nobody on, 2 gone for the Crabs here in the home half of the third. Boy, it was fun to see the alumni last night. That was quite an event, inaugurating 10 new members to the Crabs Hall of Fame. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball froze Pozos at the plate, and that'll do it for the Crabs in the third. No runs, hits, or errors, and at the end of 3 complete, it's the Legends 4 and the Crabs nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Rica. Welcome back to the ballpark. Crabs would like to thank Lost Coast Brewery. Take a brewery tour at the new Lost Coast Brewery's $27 million bottling facility. It's huge. You can check out after you take the tour, you can check out the gear shop, where you can find T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, bottle openers, stickers, and of course beer. Kids are welcome. The tour schedule Friday through Sunday, 12, 1, 2, 3, and 4 p.m. That's 1600 Sunset in Eureka, the Lost Coast Brewery. And good Lost Coast beer. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. New pitcher for the Crabs. Where's the lineup? Ryan Ralston? That's what I said. Ryan Ralston on the mound. Yeah. So Sullivan goes 3 innings, has hit pretty hard, gives up 4 runs on 7 hits. And Ralston's first pitch to Scott Oda misses 1-0. The next offering is hit hard into left center field. That's going to be in there for extra bases, I do believe. It's off the wall. Rounding first and heading into second with a stand-up double is Scott Ota. So today it's the Legends that have their hitting shoes on, as Ota a leadoff double here in the 4th inning. Ralston comes into this game with an earned run average of 2.55. This is his 7th appearance in 17 2/3 innings. And he's got 1 win and no losses. No, excuse me, no wins and 1 loss on the season.
Thank you, ma'am.
R.J. Williams stands in, and the first pitch to him is a curveball that catches the outside corner just above the knees, strike 1. Williams 1 for 2. He singled, stole a base, and scored in the 2nd inning. Fastball high and away. A ball and a strike to Williams. Ralston at the rest. Comes the rest around his shoulders. That pitch is lined into left field. It's going to be in there for a base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Oda. He won't draw a throw. A long turn at first base. Now the throw into the infield is errant, but no further advance as it's backed up by Johnson. So R.J. Williams singles home Oda, and it's a 5-0 ball game in favor of the Legends. After getting thumped twice earlier in this series, they're trying a little payback this afternoon, and thus far they've been pretty successful. So they knocked Sullivan around in 3 innings. Ralston comes in and a double and a single to greet him. Here's Justin Jacobs, who has walked and doubled. The left-hander lines that into left field for a base hit. Played on a couple of hops by Outman. Stopping at second base is Williams. 3 consecutive base knocks here in the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Tyler Nellen. Nellen did not have any success against Sullivan. He was twice a strikeout victim. Sullivan fanned 4 batters in his 3 innings of work. Walked a couple. Right-hander versus right-hander. Ralston comes to the plate. Ooh, he tries to bunt. It's fouled back. Strike 1. That was a perfect pitch to throw when someone's trying to bunt. It was up around the letters. Fastball. It's hard to get down on the ground. Third baseman Reynolds about even with the bag. The next pitch is fouled off, and excuse me, check swing, foul ball. So Ralston ahead now. No balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Nellen, the number 3 hitter in the Legends order. Ralston's 0-2. Curveball, tries to check his swing, does he? First base umpire says no swing, and it's 1-2. No, I don't think he broke his wrists. He didn't go around. A ball and 2 strikes to Nellen. Runner at second goes. The pitch is low. The throw to third base is not going to be in time. So a double steal as Williams goes to third and Jacobs to second. The count even at 2-2 to Nellen. And now 2 more Legends in scoring position, so the infield's going to come in all the way around to try and cut that run off at third base. The pitch. High fly ball into shallow right field. Coming in hard is Bush. No, it's going to be the second baseman, Pozos, who makes the catch on the infield. A big out. Non-productive out with runners at second, third, a pop to second, 1 away, and that'll bring up Nick Brooks. Brooks a double in 2 trips. He knocked in the first run of the ball game for the Legends back in the first inning. Again, the infield in all the way around. The pitch. Fouled off to the right, strike 1. Five to nothing Legends, and they're threatening more here. The 0-1 to Brooks, swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch had him out in front, so now Ralston ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Boy, he'd like to get one more non-productive out and let the infield move back into their regular positions. In tight, it's easier to get that ground ball through unless it's hit directly at him. Here's the 0-2. Curveball got him swinging. So a big strikeout for Ryan Ralston. And it'll be up to Clayton Casey if they can cash in the runners at second and third. But Casey comes in here having singled and homered on the afternoon. Couple of runs batted in already for Casey, and there's 2 on the pond that he'd like to bring home. Ralston will definitely try and stop that from happening. Right-hander versus right-hander. Ralston working from the stretch, the pitch. Breaking ball low, 1-0. So the infield now back all the way around. Better the chance to corral that ground ball. Both Hamilton and Pozos just on the edge of the outfield grass. The next pitch, line drive, foul. Down the left field line, he hit it hard, and the runner on third ducked. R.J. Williams wanted to make sure he didn't want any of that one. So the count is even at 1 to Clayton Casey. Casey at the bat here. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, nice block by Warren to prevent it from going to the backstop. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Ralston 1 strike away from getting out of a very tough second and third no-out jam. The 0-2 pitch. High. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Legends have sent a minimum of 5 batters to the plate in each of the first 4 innings. Casey, the 6th batter to come up here in the 4th. Ralston's 1-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again, 1-2. And Benjamin's now saying, well, that sun's getting closer. Seeing a little more blue. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Ooh, it hit him.
Boy.
Plunked him
Yikes.
on the shoulder.
Well, that's not what the doctor ordered.
So now the bases are loaded for the Legends with 2 outs. And right-handed hitting first baseman Dempsey Grove coming to the bat.
Boy, that hurts. He was ahead 1-2, too.
And that's going to bring Eric Giacone out to the mound to have a word with Ryan Ralston. Giacone got tossed from yesterday's ball game, arguing balls and strikes.
That was Friday, wasn't it?
You're right, Friday's game. Now a little conference on the mound, and so a conference as well for the Legend base runners at second and first base. Runner at third talking with his coach over there. Williams at third, Jacobs at second, Casey at first, 2 down, and Dempsey Grove coming to the bat with a real chance to break this one wide open. It's already 5-0.
It's already 5-0.
Ralston now working from the windup, and the pitch is a beauty, a breaking ball, outside corner, just below the belt. 1 ball, or no balls and 1 strike to Dempsey Grove.
Grover, I think. He's an R at the end.
Oh, there is?
Yes.
R. Not even
Grover.
Pirates night. Tries to check his swing. Does he go around? I don't think so. A ball and a strike to Grover. Ralston winds and delivers. Ground ball foul over by the Crabs dugout. So again, Ralston ahead on the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. He was ahead on the count 1-2 to Clayton Casey when he plunked him. Nowhere to put anybody. The bases are full of Legends. The 1-2 pitch popped behind us. We'll do it again, 1-2.
He got lucky on that pitch. That was a breaking pitch up in the zone, and Grover just missed it.
The 1-2 offering. Ooh, it hit him.
Oh, boy. Really?
That got away from him. So for the second consecutive batter on a 1-2 pitch, Ralston hits the batter, and this one brings in a run. Williams walks home. Jacobs and Casey move up 90 feet. Grover stands at first base. The bases remain loaded. It's 6-0. And here is Sean Watkins. Watkins, the designated hitter, 0 for 1 officially. He also walked. And that's going to be it. That's going to
I'm
do
not
it
really
for
surprised.
Ralston.
I mean, he just has not pitched well this inning at all. Hit 2 hit batters, 3 hits.
So Ralston not able to do it, and we're going to bring in another pitcher while we check and see who that is. Let me thank Eureka Rubber Stamp Company. The Eureka Rubber Stamp Company has been in business in Humboldt County since 1954. Locally owned and operated, manufacturing rubber stamps, engravings, vinyl signs, lanyards, novelty items, stencils, and more. New Memorial Rocks are now in stock. It's located at 520 F Street in Eureka. Business hours 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. And Patty Stokeham, Remax Realty. Patty Stokeham has been a Crab sponsor and supporter for more than 20 years, and she's been selling real estate for just as long. She'll handle all the legwork for you and cover all the bases. You can give her a call at 496-3295. That's Patty Stokeham of Remax Realty. Who we got on the mound, Benjamin?
Riley Sweeney, his 7th appearance of the season, 12 innings pitched, 4 hits, no earned runs. He's walked 10 and struck out 11. Has an 0-1 record.
So Sweeney, the third hurler employed this afternoon by Tyson Fisher, as the Legends have already put 6 runs on the board. They've got the bases loaded, 2 outs, and Sean Watkins will be coming to the plate. The Legends fighting to avoid a sweep of this 3-game series and also put an end to the Crabs' 10-game winning streak.
10 hits now on the game for the Legends. 6 runs, 10 hits. So it's been all Legends today. I keep hoping that, keep wishing we could play a team called the Nightingales so that when Sweeney pitches I could make a T.S. Eliot joke, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You probably wouldn't have too many takers for a T.S. Eliot joke, would you? Don't know. He played second base for the Orioles, didn't he, T.S. Eliot? I recall that. All right, here's Watkins. Right-handed hitter facing the right-hander Riley Sweeney. Sweeney's going to work from the stretch with the bases jammed. His pitch to Watkins, low and away with a fastball, 1-0. One ball and no strikes to Watkins, the 8th hitter to come up here in the 4th inning for the Legends. The next pitch is fouled straight back. A ball and a strike. And indeed, as promised, unlike the politicians, boy, you can trust baseball announcers, and the sun is indeed coming out.
It's burning off. Yep.
Clouds going bye-bye. Sweeney looks into Warren for the sign. The 1-1 pitch. High pop-up on the infield in short left field. Shortstop going out, left fielder coming in. It's going to be the shortstop, Hamilton, who reaches up and puts it away to end the inning. However, the Legends scored 2 more runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 3 left. And at the end of 3.5, it's the Legends 6 and the Crabs nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. James Outman to lead it off for the Crabs in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be the heart of the Crabs order, Outman, Newt Johnson, and Nick Warren. Outman grounded out first baseman to pitcher to end the 1st inning. Crabs would like to get some base runners, get something started against Elijah Saunders, who has been tough. Outman takes a fastball away, 1-0. The way the Crabs have been hitting lately, this game is far from over, even though we're down a half a dozen runs. That pitch misses badly, 2-0. Saunders has thrown a fair amount of pitches for 3 innings. Hasn't walked anybody, but a lot of 3-ball counts. That one is grounded hard to the second baseman. Up with it there is Jacobs. His throw to first retires Outman, 1 down in the Crabs' 4th inning. That'll bring up Newt Johnson.
Now batting number 17, first baseman Newt Johnson.
Johnson grounded out a short to first. Right-handed hitter. Newt takes a breaking ball for a call. It's strike one. Fastball low and outside. 1-1 to Johnson. Krabs had a single to start the game in the first, a pair of base knocks in the second. Retired in order last inning. That's a foul at the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Saunders looks into Pimental. And the 1-2 pitch. This is outside with a fastball, 2-2. The 2-2 offering. Swings and just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Nice crowd on hand this afternoon. We don't have the attendance figures yet, but UCFW in the right field bleacher area. Ground ball to the shortstop. Williams has got it. Throw to first in time to get Johnson. 2 up, 2 down for the Krabs in the 4th inning.
Should have worn my California Faculty Association cap today, and then I could have gotten down there to my union siblings and gotten some barbecue.
That would be good, you know.
Sadly, I didn't do that.
Now batting number 4, catcher Nick Warren.
Well, you've been very involved in your union. You could go down and tell me you're a union boss and you want some, want some tribute. Here's Nick Warren, who's grounded out third to first, and he pops the first pitch foul out of play, strike one.
Yep, proud union thug.
The next pitch to Warren is a curveball that's grounded down to the third baseman, fielded there by Brooks. Oh, high throw to first, but the first baseman, a nice job by Grover to stay on the bag, and that'll do it for the Krabs in order in the 4th inning. And at the end of 4 complete, the score remains the Legends 6 and the Krabs nothing. It's the Krabs baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia Eureka.
You back? No?
Miguel Pimental to lead it off in the 5th inning for the Legends. He'll face Riley Sweeney, who put out the fire, came in with the bases loaded, and prevented any further damage from being done. The Legends have scored in every inning. Krabs have not scored in any innings. And the first pitch is fouled off to the right, strike one to Pimental. Right-hander versus right-hander. Sweeney's pitch bounces in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That wooden one was perfectly fine. And it said
The pitch. Breaking ball, and it's a good one on the outside corner, 1-2. 1-2. Breaking ball, strike 3, called a beauty. Pimental down on strikes. That is the first strikeout for Riley Sweeney, and that'll bring up Scott Ota. Ota, left-handed batter, grounded into a double play and then doubled to start off the fourth inning and came around and scored. Ota takes a pitch, a low, 1-0. Next pitch just a bit inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Ota. Riley Sweeney rocks into the wind and the pitch. High fly ball into shallow right field. Right fielder coming in, a lake break, and Bush makes a dive for it and makes the catch. A fine catch after not seeing the ball well off the bat. Charging out was second baseman Pozos. But a diving catch by Bush for the second out. Would have been a more routine play had he seen the ball well off the bat, but he got a late break on it and had to make a fine catch to record the second out. First pitch to R.J. Williams bounces in the dirt, 1-0. Williams 2 for 3 on the afternoon, a couple of singles, a couple of stolen bases, and a couple of runs scored. The 1-0, down low with a fastball, 2-0. Sweeney trying to retire the legends in order for the first time in the ballgame. That pitch is fouled back to the screen. They sent up 7 batters in the first inning, 5 in the second, 5 in the third, and 8 in the fourth. Williams, the third batter in this inning, and they're already 2 down with the bases empty. Fly ball into center field. White coming in a few steps under it and gathers it in for the third out. So they are down in order in the fifth, and halfway through the ball game, it's the Legends 6 and the Crabs nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
Seconds.
Sorry, man.
Loser. 18 seconds.
Thanks to True Motion Fitness, a unique approach to movement health. They feature muscle activation techniques, personal training, and a unique movement space, all focused on building a stronger balance and stable you so you can move through life and desired activities with greater enjoyment and activity efficiency. That's True Motion Fitness at 901 O Street in Arcata and at 822-3018. Also, the North Coast Co-op, a natural food consumer-owned cooperative grocery store located in the far reaches of Northern California. Surrounded by redwood trees where mountains meet the sea, with one location in Eureka and one in Arcata, they're fortunate to live in a place of immense beauty while serving the needs of the Humboldt community in Arcata and 8th Street, and in Eureka at 4th and B Streets.
Little musical chairs out on the field, bringing about a reaction from the crowd. They wanted us to cheer about something. Not much happening in the ball game yet to get the Crab fans on their feet and screaming. The Crabs trail 6-0. As we go into the bottom of the fifth inning, it'll be Jacob Thurber who has a base hit on the afternoon, 1 for 1. The right-hander Elijah Saunders out for his 5th inning of work. He's had the Crabs in check thus far, and the first pitch is fouled off to the left and out of play, strike 1. Thurber will be followed by Logan Bush and Ryan Reynolds. Saunders' next pitch is hit a long way to right field. The right fielder going back to the warning track, to the wall. He leaps up, and it's off the wall. Bounces away from him. Thurber will hold up with a booming double at second base. A fine effort by Nealon in right field, but he just couldn't get it. He leaped up. It was just over his outstretched glove, and the Crabs have the leadoff batter aboard here in the 5th inning. That'll bring up Logan Bush. 3 consecutive left-handed bats to face Saunders in this inning. Reynolds in the on-deck area, a switch hitter, so he'll hit left. Bush singled his first at bat. And the pitch to him is high and outside, 1-0. Saunders looks in for the sign at the rest. And the pitch. High again, 2-0. Saunders is paying absolutely no attention at all to Jacob Thurber. Not even looking back at him. Thurber edges off. Now he glances back. Comes to the plate, 2-0. Again, high and outside to the left-handed hitting Bush. 3 balls and no strikes. And, of course, the Crabs are looking for base runners. You can't hit a 6-run home run, but you can peck away and keep getting on base. The 3-0 pitch. Over but low, ball 4. That's only the first free pass that Saunders has issued this afternoon, and he may be getting a little tired. He had only pitched 3 innings prior to coming into today's ball game. And here's Ryan Reynolds. Nobody out. Jacob Thurber at second. Logan Bush at first. Ryan Reynolds steps into the batter's box. And the pitch to him. Fouled off to the left, strike 1. Reynolds, a strikeout victim in his only at-bat this afternoon. Saunders, a long look in for the sign. Now he comes to the rest. And the pitch. Bounces at the plate, bounces away from the catcher, and each Crab runner going to move up 90 feet. That's a break. So the wild pitch puts 2 Crabs now in scoring position and also takes away the double play possibility. The count now, a ball and a strike on Ryan Reynolds. Crabs, the last couple of weeks have been a team of big innings. And they'd like to get one right here. First baseman and third baseman about even with the bag. Middle infielders are deep. Fastball misses low. 2 balls and a strike to Reynolds. Crabs trying to claw their way back into this one. Trailing 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Has Krusty made it to the park? No, we need him. Fastball low.
We need Krusty to make an appearance and bring some of that Krusty mojo into the park.
It's 3-1 to Reynolds. Hitters count now for Ryan Reynolds. The 3-1 pitch. Reynolds takes low, ball 4. So having walked no one in the first 4 innings, he has now walked 2 consecutive batters after the double by Thurber. And the bases now are F, O, C. That's full of crustaceans as the manager or pitching coach of the Legends out to the mound. It'll be Austin White at the bat. Thurber at third. Bush at second base. Reynolds at first. Nobody out. The Crabs trying to cut into that 6-run deficit. Austin White, who grounded out short to first, at the bat. Crabs looking for a big hit here. There's action in the Legends bullpen. They got a right-hander out there throwing. Saunders is set. The pitch to White. A little flare into right field. The right fielder's going to be, that's going to go to the wall. It was hit harder than I thought, all the way to the wall. Here comes 1 run. Here comes 2 runs. Here comes the 3rd run. A bases clearing double by Austin White. It's a 6-3 ball game. I didn't think it was that hard hit off the bat. I thought it was going to be in there for a base hit, but I didn't think it would go to the wall. Of course, White with speed zoomed into second base, and Thurber, Bush, and Reynolds all scored, and the Crabs have halved the lead. It's now a 6-3 ball game.
Second big timely hit for Austin White this weekend. He had a big one Friday night, a double into the gap.
Well, that's great to see. And now we go to the top of the order.
Still nobody out.
And that's going to do it for Saunders. The manager has made the move to the bullpen. So we're going to be seeing a new pitcher coming into the ball game. Saunders leaves, and he can't get the win now because he didn't go the requisite 5 innings. He leads with a 6-3 lead. The runner at second base is his responsibility. And we'll get a name on the new pitcher. We can make out that number.
Number 36.
Ryan Lefner, L-E-F-N-E-R. Lefner is a right-hander. And what was the number on that? 36, okay. So Lefner comes into the ball game, and he will face the top of the Crabs order, beginning with David Hamilton. And the Crabs are right back in this one.
Still nobody out.
And again, the freebies helped. Both Bush and Reynolds scored, having been walked.
That's right.
So a pair of walks, a pair of doubles. The big hit, as Benjamin mentioned, the booming double into right field by Austin White, which cleared the bases. And White will be on second base as we resume action. Ryan Lefner taking his warm-up pitches.
Couple more innings, and I'm down to your final bids for the Crabs jerseys from last night. It's at the souvenir stand. You can also buy raffle tickets for the signed bat, signed by all the Crabs. All that money goes to local youth baseball, and you can also buy a program, 2016 Crabs program.
All right, here's Dave Hamilton. Hamilton 1 for 2 on the afternoon.
Now batting for the Humboldt Crabs, number 34, David Hamilton.
Nobody out. Austin White at second base with good speed. Hamilton, the batter, with good speed. Ryan Lefner from the set. His first pitch of the afternoon is swung on and hit into center field. Center fielder started back. Now he comes in and he makes the catch in shallow center for the first out of the inning. So Hamilton, a lazy fly to center, one down, and that'll bring up Brian Pozos. Pozos 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Was caught looking at his last at bat. In the first inning, he grounded into a double play, a hard hit ball to third base. And Brooks turned it to second, who relayed to first, and they got the 2. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back, strike 1. Austin White leads from second base. One down here in the Crabs' fifth. The pitch to Pozos, breaking ball and a beauty, taken for a call, strike 2. Hamilton leads, or excuse me, White leads from second. The pitch to Pozos. Brian swings and misses on a high fastball. He's down on strikes, and there are 2 down. So Leffner comes in and tries to establish a little order. And it'll be up to James Outman to try and pick up Austin White at second base. Outman a couple of ground outs this afternoon. Leffner gets the sign from Pimentel. And his pitch. Outman swings and grounds it down to the second baseman on several hops. He's got it, throws to first. That'll do it for Outman and the Crabs in the 5th inning. However, Humboldt comes up with 3 runs. There were 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end now of 5, it's the Legend 6 and the Crabs 3. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. New pitcher. Coming into the ball game for the Crabs. Watland, the 4th pitcher employed by the Crabs this afternoon. I guess Tyson Fisher wants to give some of the Crabs who don't get too much action some work, because I'm a little surprised that he's taken out Riley Sweeney. Sweeney
pitched well, yes.
Got all
well.
4 batters that he faced.
Watland, record of 2-0, an ERA of 3.77, 14 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 6 earned runs, walked 4, and struck out 8.
Obviously, Justin Watland's job is to keep the Legends at bay, hold them right where they are. Crabs have already halved the lead, 6-0. Now it's 6-3. Justin Jacobs been on base each time he's been up there, and he swings at the first pitch and lines it into left field. Heading toward the line is Outman. He reaches up and unable to make the catch. It bounces off the wall. And pulling into second base with a stand-up double is Justin Jacobs. So all the Crabs pitchers have been greeted rather rudely by Legends batters. That's Jacobs' second double of the day. He's also singled and walked, so he is 3 for 3. And now Nick Warren out to have a word with Justin Watland. Here's Tyler Nellen. He is the one legend who has not gotten in on the fun this afternoon. He has twice struck out and popped to Pozos at second.
Everybody else has been on base at least once.
Yeah, Benjamin just informed me that every other legend player has been on base, save this gentleman who takes a fastball high, 1-0. Nellen, right-handed hitting right fielder. From the stretch. Watland to look back at second. Now he comes to the plate. Fastball just a bit inside. Two and 0 the count.
All right, Krusty's here in the ballpark.
Ah, it's good to see Krusty.
Just what we need.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. High with a fastball, 3-0. I need some Windex. I'm looking through a measled window. Fastball right down the heart of the plate.
Yeah, I think
3-1.
all those spots are on the outside as well. So
Yeah,
You're
it'll be
gonna have
tough
to
for
get-
you. You're going to have to
you're gonna
lean,
have to get a
carefully
ladder
lean out.
and-
Carefully lean out and do that for me. 3-1 the count. The pitch. High pop up on the infield. Now it's going to the outfield. Shortstop, left fielder converging. It's the center fielder, White, who makes the catch in very, very shallow left center field. One down. That's a big out. And there is Krusty with his big shoes that absolutely
enormous.
baffle.
shoes.
They baffle my broadcasting buddy.
They're enormous.
Cannot deal with them.
I
Here
mean, who
is
needs shoes that big?
here's Nick Brooks. Well, he has small claws. 1 for 3 for Brooks. Runner goes, a big jump, pitches high, no chance for a throw by Warren. High and tight, drove Brooks off the plate, and Justin Jacobs steals third base, and he stole it on Watland. He had a huge jump. Now just 90 feet away from home plate, and the Crab infield again now forced to come in. Brooks a double in 3 trips, right-hander versus right-hander. Watland working from the stretch, and the pitch. Fouled back, a curveball. A ball and a strike. One on, one gone. Watland at the set. The pitch to Brooks. High with a fastball, 2-1. On deck, the guy who has been absolutely dynamite this afternoon, Clayton Casey. Working from the stretch, Watland comes home. Swing and a miss on a fastball. It's 2-2. This would be a big strikeout. Infield could move back, and it would then take a base hit to score that run. As it is now, fly ball. Any reasonable depth will bring that run in. Watland at the belt. His 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball. Big strikeout for Justin Watland, and now there are 2 down, and indeed, the Crab infielders can move back into normal positions. But here is Clayton Casey. They have not retired him yet this afternoon. Casey has been hit by a pitch, singled, and hit a long fly ball over the wall. So a single, a home run in 2 for 2 officially. Right-handed hitter. Getting his first look at Justin Watland. The pitch to him is high, 1 ball. Watland at the set, and the pitch. High pop-up foul out of play. Ball and a strike to Clayton Casey. Runner at third with 2 outs. In the Legends' 6th inning, they lead the Crabs 6-3. Watland comes to the plate, misses with a breaking ball. 2-1. Watland kicks and deals. High with a fastball, 3-1. So a hitter's count for a very dangerous hitter. 3-1 to Clayton Casey. Watland's 3-1 pitch, taken for a called strike 2 at the belt. The pitch. High ball 4, he walked him. So again, Casey aboard. Runners now at the corners with 2 down. And here's Dempsey Grover. Grover got an RBI the easy way. Took one for the team in his last at bat, hit by a pitch and it forced in a run. Prior to that, he'd grounded to short and singled, so officially 1 for 2 in the afternoon for the left-handed hitting Dempsey Grover. Casey leads from first, held on there by Newt Johnson. The pitch swings through a fastball, strike 1 to Grover. Oh, and 1 to Grover. Watland's pitch. Breaking ball, strike 2 called, outside corner. Grover had a notion, let it go by, and Michael Cowan said that one was in there. So Watland ahead, no balls and 2 strikes, trying to work his way out of a jam here. The 0-2 pitch, runner at first goes. There is no throw down there.
That was bizarre.
The runner stopped about 3/4 of the way down when Warren bluffed a throw and then finally went to the bag. I'm not sure what he was thinking. A ball and 2 strikes, though, to Grover. Now from the windup, the pitch. Little flare foul off to the left, out of play. So Jacobs at third. Casey at second. 2 down. And it's 1-2 to Dempsey Grover. Winding and pitching is Watland. And it's fouled us behind us, so we'll do it again. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses wide. 2-2. This is a pretty important pitch. And here it is, 2-2. Got him swinging. So some clutch pitching on the part of Justin Watland gets out of a second and third situation, and the Legends failed to score in the 6th inning. No runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And at the end of 5 1/2, it's the Legends 6 and the Crabs 3. Listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia Rica.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth inning. Crabs trailing 6-3. It'll be Johnson, Warren, and Thurber. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Legends. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Crabs.
For your Humboldt Crabs, number 17, Duke Johnson.
Here's Johnson, 0 for 2. Lefner into the windup, deals a fastball down and away. And the next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Legends got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 more in the fourth. Crabs got 3 in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the 1-1. High hopper over to third, backhanded by Brooks. Long throw to first, and he throws it away. Johnson on his way to second. He's not going to stop there. He's going all the way to third. No, he's going to turn and go back to second now. He might have made it to third. That ball really skipped off almost into the bullpen. So big break for the Crabs there on an error by the third baseman, Nick Brooks. Johnson now in scoring position. Nobody out for Nick Warren. Warren's grounded to third twice today. Lefner sets. Glance out at second and deals. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 the count. And that pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-2. Lefner deals. Swing and a miss. Got him. So Warren gone on 3 pitches. That'll bring Thurber to the bat. Thurber led off the bottom of the 5th inning with a double. That led to 3 runs for the Crabs.
This is Lefner's 7th appearance of the season, Benjamin, and he has a high earned run average of just over 5. Is hittable.
He's definitely hittable then, yep.
Giving up more than a hit per inning.
Well, here's Thurber. From the belt, here's the pitch, and there's a breaking pitch that misses inside. Johnson takes his lead, and the 1-0 swing and a miss, a big cut from Thurber there. A ball and a strike to count. Breaking pitch, check swing. Did he go around? They appeal at third. Nope. 2-1. Now Thurber asks for time. Two and 1 the count. Johnson out at second. And the pitch. Fouled out of play. 2-2 the count. 2-2 to Thurber. 1 out. Johnson out at second. Crabs trailing 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Fouled over towards the Legends dugout. Count remains 2-2. Bush is on deck. Lefner from the belt. Look at second and deal away with a fastball, 3-2. Crabs could certainly use base runners. 3-2 to count to Thurber. And the pitch. Ground ball in the hole on the right side and through for a base hit. Johnson's coming around third. He will score to make it 6-4 in favor of the Legends. So an RBI single for Jacob Thurber. With 1 out, here's Logan Bush. Crabs chipping away. That last inning was huge, Hoke.
Yeah, big time.
The last half inning too. I meant,
Yes,
yeah.
Getting out of the
jam.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it close. Chance to come back. Here's Bush. Thurber over at first. And the first pitch is a breaking pitch right in there over the heart of the plate for a called strike. Thurber short lead over first. Lefner sets and deals. And that one's hit in the right field. That's going to drop for a hit. Thurber is going to hold it second. Bush didn't hit it hard, just enough to get it over Justin Jacobs' head out at second base. But the Crabs will take it. Runners on first and second now with only 1 out for Ryan Reynolds. Reynolds struck out and then walked in his last appearance.
Bit of an anomaly. The 2 through 5 hitters in the Crab lineup are 0 for 12. The 6 and 7 hitters
the bottom of the order.
6 and 7 hitters are 5 for 5 and a walk.
Manager out to the mound now. He's got the whole he's got most of the infield out there for a chat. At least the left side of the infield.
Third base coach Tim Wheeler coming in and having a talk now with Ryan Reynolds. So Reynolds represents the actually the go-ahead run.
Yes, he does. Crabs have the tying run aboard. All right, here we go. Struck out and walked. Thurber at second, Bush at first. And the pitch. Misses away with a fastball. It's 1-0. Well, it's his birthday. I'm sure he would love to get a big hit here.
Is Ryan's birthday today?
It is indeed.
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds' birthday today.
Terrific.
A 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A big
Do you know
cut
how
there.
old the young man is today?
I do not. One and 1 the count. And the pitch. Fouled out of play.
Do we have the new player supplement?
A ball and 2 strikes to Ryan Reynolds.
I can go get one.
Well, it's his birthday. I just wondered if I'm sure in the supplement.
And the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle over the mound. Shortstop's got it. He steps on the bag. Throw to first is in time. It's a 6-3 double play. But the Crabs get a run on 2 hits. There was an error and a runner left, and at the end of 6, they've crept within 2. It's 6-4 in favor of the Legends. This is exciting Crabs baseball. 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark.
I thought you were doing your Wildcat imitation. I didn't know what that was.
I was going to sing along with the band, and then I realized I was on the air.
Oh,
so.
Well, we were all spared. The listeners, the folks in the booth. You know, Benjamin sings in the shower, and the shower head turns away. I'm going to tell you. Oh, boy. All right. It'll be the bottom third of the order for the Legends in the 7th inning. Sean Watkins, Miguel Pimental, and Scott Ota. Watkins looking for his first base knock of the afternoon. He's 0 for 2. He was on as a result of an error. Oh, no. He walked. Excuse me, a walk, and then an error moved him around when he stole second base, moved him to third, but he was stranded there. First pitch is grounded to the shortstop. Backhanded deep in the hole. The throw to first in time. What another nice play.
Yikes.
By Hamilton. He was deep in the hole at short, backhanded the ball, and he gunned it to
That's
first.
the third one today.
Boy, oh boy. Worth the price of a ticket just to watch him play shortstop. Here's Pimental, 1 for 3 on the afternoon, facing Justin Watland, the 4th pitcher employed by Tyson Fisher. And Watland's fastball rides high, 1-0. The next pitch stays up, 2 balls and no strikes. And same spot, over the plate but high. So Watland has fallen behind Pimental, 3 balls and no strikes. Make it 4 balls as he gets a free pass and trots to first base. That'll bring up Scott Ota. Ota a double in 3 trips. Ota, left-handed hitter. Pimental, a very short lead at first base, held on over there by Johnson. Fly ball into shallow left field. Shortstop going out. Left fielder Outman coming in and dives and makes the catch. A running catch by Outman for the second out of the inning. Nice play, 2 down. And we go to the top of the order, and R.J. Williams. Williams 2 for 4. He has swiped a couple of bags, and he has scored a couple of runs. Pimental, not much of a threat to steal, I would not think, at first base. The first pitch is grounded down to Pozos at second. He'll go to first for the 3rd out. And quickly, the Legends are retired in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 6.5, it's the Legends 6 and the Crabs surging 4. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia Eureka.
Join the world's greatest ballpark staff and the world's greatest Crabgrass fans.
Well, I just heard Kevin Wired sing, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Everything I said about you, I
Yeah.
take back.
Yeah, you're
I
not
take
sitting.
back.
You're
This
not.
guy,
You're not sitting right next to him either.
Yeah, definitely not Sinatra. I would say that. I would go that far. I mean, he's in there. He's got. What do they say? He's got a rock and roll voice. There you go. He's got a rock and roll voice. The next Springsteen in the making. All right. Bottom of the 7th inning, it'll be Austin White to lead it off, and he had the biggest hit of the afternoon for the Crabs, a bases clearing double, which I thought was a flare, and it went to the wall. All right. 1 for 2, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball for a strike. Ryan Leffner, right-hander in relief of Elijah Saunders. Crabs have rebounded from a 6-0 deficit to make it a 6-4 ball game. And we got ourselves a ball game this afternoon. 1-1 to White. Leffner looks into Pimental. And the pitch. Fouled off to the right and out of play. 1-2 to White. And then we go to the top of the order. And David Hamilton and Brian Pozos. The 1-2 pitch. Grounder foul over by the Crabs dugout. One and 2 to White, leading off the Crabs' 7th inning, trailing 6-4. And again, fouls it off. Good fastball on the outer part of the plate. White hung in there, and it remains 1-2. Leffner comes home 1-2. Down low with a fastball, and the count is even. Crabs trying to extend their 10-game winning streak. They have fought back from a 6-0 deficit. Down only 2 now. Strike 3 called. White takes a strike on the outer portion of the plate. A curveball, 1 down.
Batting next, number 34, David Hamilton.
Here's Hamilton. Singled to lead off the action for the Crabs way back in the first inning, and since then has twice flown out to center fielder Casey. And the pitch, right down the heart of the plate, strike 1. Michael Cowan pretty emphatic with his calls on those taken strikes. Fastball is fouled off to the left. So Leffner again working ahead now. No balls and 2 strikes to David Hamilton.
586 today's attendance.
And they're seeing a good ball game.
Yes, they are.
Line drive into left field. Left fielder's going to move over a couple of steps, though, and he's well positioned to make the catch. Dazota 2 down. And now I can say the sun is really peeking through. We're getting a little sunshine finally. Here's Pozos. Brian 0 for 3 this afternoon. Fastball rides high, 1-0.
Yes, I know. You're devastated, yeah.
Pozos
Hey, Giants are still scoreless.
swings, and it's a high pop-up on the infield. First baseman calls. No, it's going to be the second baseman who calls him off, and Jacobs makes the catch. And quicker than you can say, Jackie Robinson, the Crabs are down in the 7th inning. And at the end of 7 complete, the score remains the Legends 6 and the Crabs 4. You listen to Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Right-hander Austin Ragsdale coming in for the Crabs to face the Legends in the top of the 8th inning. What's our Ragsdale's numbers, Benjamin?
He has no record, but he has an ERA of 1.65. This is his 12th appearance. 16 and a third innings pitched. He's given up 10 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 3, struck out 16. So he's pitched well for the Crabs.
Has indeed. Big right-hander will be facing the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Legends lineup. Starting off with Justin Jacobs, who has not been retired by any of the previous 4 Crabs pitchers. Jacobs has walked, singled, and twice doubled. So a heck of an afternoon for Jacobs. And again, the job for Ragsdale, as it was for Watland, is to hold these Legends at bay, give the Crabs a chance in the 8th and 9th inning to come back. Jacobs 3 for 3 in a walk. On deck, Tyler Nellen, who is 0 for 4. Jacobs left-handed hitter. Ragsdale's first pitch is fouled off, out of play, strike 1.
Crabs, number 48, Austin Ragsdale.
Ragsdale is ready, and his 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball and a good one. Outside corner at the belt, 0-2.
46, Austin Ragsdale.
And the 0-2 offering. Fastball grounded over the mound behind second base. Who's got it but Hamilton? And he throws him out, 1 down. We're counting the assists for, I think that's 5.
5 assists and a putout.
5 assists and a putout this afternoon for Dave Hamilton at shortstop. Here is Tyler Nellen. He's looking for his base hit. He's 0 for 4 on the afternoon, and the fastball is low and outside, 1-0. So the Crabs finally retire Justin Jacobs. Tyler Nellen watches the pitch go just outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Ragsdale, a pretty quick worker. And his 2-0 offering. Lined into center field, that's going to be in there for a base hit. And it's going to go to the wall. By the time White catches up with it, Nellen is standing at second base with a double. So his drought is over after going 0 for 4, a booming double in right center field. With 1 out and a runner in scoring position, that'll bring up Nick Brooks. Brooks doubled in the first round of the ball game and scored himself in the first inning. Since then, he's grounded out short to first and twice struck out. He's getting his first look at Ragsdale here. Crabs would very much like to keep that runner from coming home. They trail by 2. The pitch, right down the heart of the plate, a fastball for a called strike 1 to Nick Brooks. Want to remind you, Seals Baseball will be here Tuesday night for a 2-game midweek series. Hope you'll make it out to the ballpark. 2 7 o'clock contests. The next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike 2. So Ragsdale works ahead on the count, 0-2 to Nick Brooks. Ragsdale from the rest. A look back at second. Another look. Now he comes to the plate. Swing, or tries to check his swing, but it's a called strike 3. So Brooks takes a called strike 3. That's a hat trick for him. 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. And it'll be up to Clayton Casey. And he's another guy that the Crabs have not been able to retire this afternoon. He has been hit by a pitch. He has walked. He has singled. And he has homered. He has 2 runs batted in. Right-hander. Pitch to him. Just misses outside. 1-0. So Casey trying to pick up Nealon at second base. Ragsdale trying to shut him down. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball and a good one for a called strike. 1-1. 1-1 to the right-handed hitting Casey. Ragsdale looks into Warren for the sign. The 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Beauty. Ragsdale ahead now in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering. Way in the low in the dirt. The runner goes to third and he's dead duck. Warren throws him out by half a mile. So Nellen's caught stealing, and that'll do it in the 8th inning for the Legends. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. And at the end of 7.5, it's 6-4 Legends. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right, we got a middle of the order coming up. Let's do it. Yeah.
That's fascinating.
That's him. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Benjamin is going to tell us all about the new pitcher, Sheldon McClellan, taking the mound for the Legends.
Well, what is there to say, really? Wow. No, I said, what is there to say, really? He's pitched 1 2/3 innings in 2 games, and his ERA is 16.20. 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout.
So he has not been used much.
No, he has not.
We have not
Big right-handed pitcher.
We have not seen the most frequently used pitchers on this staff during this series. They're holding them out for their league competitors. All right, middle of the order for the Crabs in the 8th inning. James Outman, Newt Johnson, and Nick Warren, and they're hungry. Collectively, they are 0 for 9.
I'm hungry, too.
You had a burrito earlier. Line drive down the left field line. It is foul. Did that clear the fence?
No.
No.
It dropped into the bullpen.
Okay. 1 strike to Outman. James hadn't got the ball out of the infield thus far in this ball game. A couple of second to first ground outs, and a first base to pitcher ground out. Sheldon McClellan, right-hander, rocks into the windup and the pitch. And that's fouled straight back, so he's ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. McClellan comes to the plate 0-2. Ooh, does it hit him? No.
Not quite, almost. That was close.
Almost plunked Outman. 1-2 to the left-handed hitting left fielder. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. He handcuffed him. Inside part of the plate.
Nice pitch.
Outman down on strikes, 1 away in the 8th, and that'll bring up Newt Johnson. Johnson over 3, twice grounded out short to first, and then was aboard as a result of third baseman Brooks's error in the 6th inning, and he came around to score the 4th run of the ball game for the Crabs. That's where we stand right now, 6-4 in favor of the Legends here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch is grounded to the left side. Shortstop's got it way behind the infield, and his throw to first base is not in time. Credit Johnson with an infield single. Williams made a fine play to get to the ball, but he fielded that ball on the outfield grass.
Yeah, there was no way he was going to get the runner.
No chance.
Batting number 3, Logan Denholm.
So Logan Denholm is going to a pinch hit for Nick Warren here in the 8th inning, and then he will go in to catch, I'm sure. So Denholm, the potential tying run at the plate. Throw to first base, and back safely is Newt Johnson. The pitch to Denholm, fastball away, 1-0. Right-hander versus right-hander. McClelland at the set. The pitch to Denholm again misses outside, 2-0. On deck, Jacob Thurber, and he has been poisoned to the Legends this afternoon. They haven't gotten him out. The pitch to Logan misses wide. 3 balls and no strikes. There is action. A right-hander throwing in the bullpen for the Legends. 3-0 to Denholm. Way outside. It wasn't close. Ball 4. So on 4 consecutive balls, Denholm trots to first base. Johnson moves up 90 feet to second. The tying run's now aboard for the Crabs, and the potential go-ahead run coming to the bat with James Jacob Thurber. Thurber this afternoon, a couple of singles and a double, and a run scored, and a run driven in. We mentioned earlier in the ballgame, Thurber has more home runs per capita than any other Crabs batter. Ooh, would he love to get one here. McClelland at the set. The pitch. Thurber swing and a miss. Oh, he was going for downtown on that one. Strike 1. Johnson with a single on at second. Denholm with a walk at first. 1 out. The pitch. Fouled back behind us. So McClelland ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes to Jacob Thurber. Crab runners take their leads. McClelland gets his sign from Pimental. The pitch to Thurber. Inside with a fastball, 1-2. Needless to say, big spot here in the ballgame. 1-2 to Thurber, with power to put the Crabs ahead. McClelland set. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, gets away from the oh, it hit him. It hit him. So Thurber hit by a pitch, and now the bases are FOC, full of crustaceans with 1 out, and Logan Bush coming to the bat.
There we go. That's gone. He's done.
And the manager of the Legends coming to the mound. Has he already motioned to the pen? No, has not motioned, so we don't know whether McClelland's going to be staying in there or not. The Crabs now with the bases loaded, a left-handed hitter to face the right-hander McClelland. No, he's gone. So they are going to make a change. We're going to get a new pitcher coming in for the Legends. And as we do that, it gives us a chance to thank True Motion Fitness, a unique approach to movement health. We feature muscle activation techniques, personal training, and a unique movement space, all focused on building a stronger, balanced, and stable you so that you can move through life and desired activities with greater enjoyment and efficiency. True Motion Fitness is located at 901 O Street in Arcata. You can give them a phone call at 822-3018. That's True Motion Fitness. And North Coast Audiology. We're always working to provide our patients with the best possible care. We believe our work is an integral part of a viable Humboldt County, and we believe strongly in the 70-year history of audiology and that the field as a whole must be protected and refined by serious students and careful practitioners. You can contact Julie Kelly at 2818 Harris Street in Eureka or give her a call at 443-4503. We got a new pitcher, Benjamin. Who is it?
Calvin Riley, 13 and 2/3 innings pitch, a record of 0-1. In those 13 2 innings pitch, he's given up 8 earned run, walked 6, and struck out 8. And he's got his work cut out for him. Bases loaded, only 1 out for the Crabs. Tying run is in scoring position.
Logan Bush, like the man who preceded him now at first base, Jacob Thurber, Logan Bush has not been retired in this ball game. A couple of singles and a walk, and he has scored a run. Bush, the left-handed hitter, will face Calvin Riley, a right-hander, with the bases full of crustaceans. The Legends are going to be looking for 2. If it's hit to one of the corner infielders, they'll come home first. If it's hit to the shortstop or second baseman, they'll try and turn 2. Oh, here we go. Ball game hanging by a thread. Crabs down by 2. The tying run at second base. Go ahead run at first. 1 out, and here is Bush. Calvin Riley comes to the plate. The first pitch is fouled off to the left and out of play. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, just a bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Middle infielders pinch toward the middle, looking for 2. The next pitch is high and outside, 2-1. Nowhere to put Logan Bush. In this situation, a walk is definitely as good as a hit. Well, maybe a hit would score 2, but they take a walk here. The 2-1 pitch. Bush lines it into center field, and it's a base hit. Here comes 1 run. The second run is being waved to the plate. He is going to be scoring, and it's a tie ball game. Logan Bush, a big 2-run single, scoring Johnson and Denholm. Thurber stops at second, and the Crabs have knotted it up at 6. They have erased a 6-run deficit. Oh, boy. And now you got Thurber at second, Bush at first, and Ryan Reynolds coming to the bat. No, this isn't going to be Ryan Reynolds. Number 6.
It's Newman.
Jason Newman coming into bat for Reynolds. Here in the 8th inning with a chance to put the Crabs on top. The pitch to Newman. Ground ball to the first baseman. He goes to second for 1. The relay to first is in time for the double play. So a 3-6-3 double play, and that ends the Crabs' rally. However, they come up with the tying runs here in the 8th inning. There were 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors and 1 left. And at the end of 8 complete, we're tied at 6. You're listening to Most Exciting Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcata, Eureka. Exciting ball game at the yard. The Crabs, who trailed by a score of 6-0 after 4 innings, have come back to tie it up with 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 2 big runs in the 8th inning. So we're knotted up at 6. Ryan Sullivan is off the hook. It's now Austin Ragsdale's game to win or lose, and the same with Calvin Riley for the Legends. Here's Clayton Casey. Casey was at the bat when Tyler Nellen was thrown out trying to go to third base. Casey swings through a fastball, strike one. Again, Casey has not been retired this afternoon. A single, a home run, he's hit by a pitch and walked. Big right-handed hitter. The pitch to him is fouled off. He was jammed on that. Fouled behind us, and the count now 0-2. So Ragsdale again coming out throwing strikes. Ahead on the count 0-2 to the dangerous Clayton Casey. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball stays up 1-2. The next pitch. That's lined into right field, but going back on it is the right fielder, and it's over his head to the wall. Logan Bush picking it up there and stopping at second base with a leadoff double is Clayton Casey. My goodness gracious. Casey a triple away from a cycle this afternoon.
Bush misjudged that one.
Yeah.
Came in on it.
Came in just a second
too
and then
late, it was over his
retreated.
head.
Yep. But it was hit well. A well-hit ball. And again, as you mentioned last night, one right at him, and that's the toughest for an outfielder. So the go-ahead run at second base with nobody out, and we got a pinch hitter coming to the bat.
Patrick McCall.
Patrick McCall coming up to bat for Danny Grover. McCall, left-handed batter.
He was in last night's game, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he was.
1 for 4.
And he grounds that one up the middle. Shortstop behind second base is Hamilton. He boots it, and everybody's going to be safe. So the smooth fielding shortstop was unable to come up with that one. That will be an error on him, I do believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is an error. A rare error on Hamilton. And now the Legends with runners at the corners and nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. And here's Sean Watkins. Watkins looking for his first base knock of the afternoon. He is 0 for 3. Crab infield is pretty much in. From the stretch, Ragsdale comes to the plate, and the pitch is fouled behind us, strike one. Casey at third, McCall at second base, McCall at first base, and nobody out. So Ragsdale got a job to do here. Needs a non-productive out from Sean Watkins. The pitch. Watkins fouls it off, so ahead 0-2 is Ragsdale. Talk about the perfect place for a strikeout. You're looking at it right here. 0-2 to Watkins. Ragsdale at the set. The 0-2 pitch. High with a fastball. A ball and 2 strikes to Watkins. Ragsdale is set. The 1-2 pitch. Lined foul down the first base line. Into the corner, into the bullpen where a hurler is warming up for the Legends. Crab bullpen is dormant. Oh, 1-2 the count. The pitch. Got him looking, strike 3. At the knees, that is a big, big strikeout for Ragsdale, 1 down. And that'll bring up Miguel Pimentel.
Watkins pounding his bat down. He didn't like the call.
Pimental 1 for 3 on the afternoon. I like the call, all right. I know you did.
Yeah, I was okay with it.
He's showing bunt, and he takes a strike. That was not a suicide squeeze, but they were thinking about squeezing. The count 0-1. Right-handed hitter. Throw to first base and diving safely back is McCall. You would not think Pimental, as a catcher, has great speed, so there is a possibility of a double play to get out of this inning. Ragsdale at the set. The pitch to Pimental. Over for a called strike, 2. Ragsdale ahead of the count. No balls and 2 strikes. And obviously pitching for the strikeout here. Now time is called. A leadoff double by Casey and then an error. Runners at first and third. Ragsdale struck out Watkins. He's ahead here 0-2 to Pimental. The pitch. Low and away with a fastball, 1-2. I don't think anybody's left this ball game early. 580-some fans enjoying the action. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Pimental down on strikes. And now the infield can move back. And it'll be up to Scott Ota. Ota, a double in 4 trips. And Ragsdale 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam here in the top of the 9th inning. First and third, nobody out. Now it's first and third, 2 outs. And the number 9 hitter, Ota, at the bat. Left-handed hitter. The pitch from Ragsdale. Fastball just misses outside. 1-0. Crowd thought that one was a strike. Got a lot of umpires, particularly in the late innings, understandably. 1 ball and no strikes to Ota. Casey leads from third. McCall from first. Ragsdale at the set. The 1-0. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. 1-1. Austin Ragsdale trying to work out of a very, very tough jam here in the 9th inning. He comes to the rest. His 1-1 pitch. High pop-up into short left field. Outman is under it. Outman has got it, and Ragsdale pitches out of a first and third, nobody out situation. Oh, my goodness. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left.
Brilliant.
At the end of 8.5, it's tied up, 6-6. You're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka. Bottom of the 9th inning, we're tied up at 6. Calvin Riley on the mound for the Menlo Park Legends. He'll face Austin White, and then the top of the order, Dave Hamilton and Brian Pozos. White, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. That one was a double in the 5th inning that drove in 3 runs. And that was the start of the comeback from a 6 deficit.
Number 9, Austin White.
The crowd absolutely into this one. Right-hander versus right-hander. Calvin Riley on the mound. Austin White at the bat. We're ready to go. The first pitch. White takes for a called strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him way out in front of that one. So Riley ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Tyson Fisher out to have a word on that. I'm not sure what he's arguing. Maybe Tyson is arguing that it was a quick pitch. I'm not sure. He's pointing to the ground, and he's pointing to the mound. And he is heated now. The longer he stays out there, the angrier he gets. And now he's in the face of the home plate umpire, Michael Cowan. And we don't know what point he is trying to make. The umpire trying to explain something to Fisher. Tyson listening to him. And the conversation continues. All right. Tyson turns around and heads back to the dugout. All right, no balls and 2 strikes to Austin White. Leading off the Crabs' 9th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. White down on strikes for the second time this afternoon, and that'll bring up Dave Hamilton.
Next, number 34, David Hamilton.
Hamilton, a single, and then 3 flyouts, twice to center and once to left. Crabs leadoff hitter, if he gets aboard, of course, with his speed. Always a danger to steal. Hamilton swings at the first pitch and fouls it behind us. Strike 1. Riley, a pretty quick worker now. Time was called before he threw that pitch. And maybe that's what Fisher was talking about. Now the umpire's saying something to him about quick pitching, perhaps. And I think that was the point that Tyson Fisher was making.
Wake up, Bob.
No balls and a strike to Hamilton. Calvin Riley rocks into the windup, and the pitch is high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is hit a long way to right field. It's going, it's gone. A home run, a walk-off home run for Dave Hamilton. And the Crabs come back from the dead to win it in the 9th inning by a score of 7-6. Ho, ho, ho.
What an ending. Wow. That was blasted, too. There was no doubt about it.
Crabs are jumping up and down, swarming Hamilton, joyous in coming back from a 6-run deficit to win it in the 9th inning on a walk-off home run by Dave Hamilton. What an ending to the series. And the Crabs continue their winning streak, which is now stretched to 11 games. Oh, my goodness gracious.
What a game. What a game.
Austin Ragsdale, who pitched superbly in the clutch in the 9th inning, had first and third with nobody out and got out of it without a single run scoring. And then with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th, Hamilton launched one. There was no doubt about it when that hit his bat and headed toward right field that the ball game was over. Woo, Benjamin.
What a game, huh? I'm exhausted.
Woo.
That was something. What a comeback. What a spectacular comeback.
That's the best comeback of the year as the Crabs win it by a score of 7-6. What are the final totals up there, Benjamin?
All right, for the Legends, 6 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. For the Crabs, 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 error. Ragsdale gets the win. He's 1-0. The loss goes to Calvin Riley. Tuesday night, it'll be the
Seals
baseball for 2 games, and then next weekend, the Rock Factory Hounds. Never heard of them.
Rally
Factory
Rockhounds, a
Oh,
new
wow.
team to the ballpark
Exciting.
next weekend. But you want to be here Tuesday and Wednesday for the Seals baseball. They usually provide good competition for the Crabs, but no one's had the Crabs number for quite a while now, 11 in a row, and this
What a
had to
game.
be the most spectacular win of
No,
that
definitely
11-game
the
streak.
best game of the season, I think.
Yeah.
Really the most exciting game. Well, we've had a few, but this was a good one.
Fabulous, and nobody left today early.
Nope.
Crowd enjoyed this one to the very last pitch, and the very last pitch sailed over the wall in right field for the Crabs' victory. Kevin Wyatt is going to be interviewing, we hope, he thinks, Dave Hamilton in the post-game show. That'll do it for us this afternoon. Any final thoughts, Benjamin?
Nope. See you Tuesday night, folks.
All right, for my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, I'm Hoke Holcomb, and we're rounding third and heading for home with smiles on our faces.